A very warm welcome to the channel, Monday the 19th of August 2024. Now, the lady I'm going to show you here, I have shown before. It's a young, quite innocent, naive South African girl who's been in China for quite a while, Kuming. And she says she's been traveling, and she just quoted on China Daily, a Chinese state media, that she hates China. She's trying to, and failing quite miserably, to be sarcastic.
I hate China. Okay, hate is probably a strong word. I dislike China. Because China has created this comfortable environment where everything is easy. I've been traveling out...
Here she says everything in China is easy. Do you want to get some official documents done? Wow. Well, money is going to get it done fast, but the official way is going to take a long time. It's been like that ever since I was in China the first time in 1994. Let's continue to what else she has to waffle on about.
Outside of China for more than a month now, and I'm complaining about everything on this trip. I mean, don't get me wrong, the cultures, the food, everything outside of China is great. But my train is late for more than 5 minutes. I'm complaining.
If you're on holiday and your train is late by 5 minutes, to be honest, does it really matter? And some of the cultures, like in the Philippines or in Thailand, for example, you never said or quoted that where you've been. It's just a very different kind of culture. In the Philippines, if you say, I'll meet you at 9 o'clock, it means more like 9:45. Quite easy to adjust. You say to that person, let's meet at 9 o'clock, but you turn up at 9:30 because you know it's going to be 9:45. It's quite simple to do. Just need two brain cells put together. Sweet child.
My Didi is late. The train is too slow. It's not that safe. The streets are dirty. There's no rice, no noodles, no barbecue.
There's no rice. There's no noodles. There's rice everywhere in the world. There is noodles everywhere in the world. If you want the Chinese rice or the Chinese noodles, you can find them in America, you can find them in Thailand, you can find them in in Japan, you can find them in Mexico. I don't know what she's waffling on about. And you can see that she's just trying to get the money from China Daily to be one of the new reporters saying that China is great and everyone else is bad.
Barbecue for me to eat. My friends go to a botanical garden. There's nothing special. I live in Kuming. I literally live in a botanical garden. And then the worst of all is cash. To have to carry all this cash around me and be so scared that someone is going to steal it. I'm so thankful I'm back in China where everything is comfortable. And thank goodness for 5G and Wi-Fi in China.
5G and Wi-Fi in China. Well, first of all, let's do Wi-Fi. You can't get a public IP. In other words, it's a private IP, which means you share your line with basically another million people. Yep. You don't get a public. You can if you own a company or a school, for example, then your public goes private. If you understand the internet, it's there. And 5G, well, we know that 5G basically sucks. It's not that good, to be honest, and you really need it for your mobile phone. No. Here in Cambodia, we don't have 5G. Thank God we don't have, because if you go into the city centre, I can get speeds of a download of 150, which is fine. You don't need it any faster than that. And the upload is maybe like 30 or 40. If you get a public IP on your Wi-Fi in countries which you can't get in China, your upload and download speed is the same. So she's waffling on about this. So let me just show you this. I'll be back. Now, away from this innocent child who seems to be blind to the world and just has blind eyesight towards China, or is just getting paid a lot of money, let's go into this. A couple of days ago, I did show you the full interview of a former CCP diplomat, politician on Al Jazeera against a really good interviewer. And we get things like this. This wasn't a discussion or interview, but a disrespectful lecture by an ill-performed, loud, an aggressive anti-Chinese representative. No, it was actually a really good interview. He was just asking direct questions which people around the world wanted to know. And the diplomat just was, a very good politician, never answered a question directly. So that's sort of like pissed a lot of people off. And that's why Victor Gao just lost a lot of face during that interview. Then on the same subject, journalism is excellent. Bravo. And some of the other comments, can you give some thought into the consequences on outcomes and how it will affect you in Cambodia? I think he's going on about Taiwan. Whatever happens in Taiwan is not just going to have consequences in Asia, it's going to happen around the world, I do believe. I think things will change a little bit, but it's not going to be enough to pack up my bags and leave Cambodia. Another question I got, can you swap that Thai bike and car license over? I guess so. You can go to the equivalent of the DVLA. There's one in the capital. I do believe there's one here in Siem Reap, and you just pay a certain fee that they will possibly go and check because you may have a QR code on your license. Everything is legitimate. Pay the money and bam, you can have a Cambodian license there. Remember, a license is just showing that you can drive, you have passed the test, and it's anywhere. I've actually used the Cambodian driving license here when I rented a car in the United Kingdom. And there's one more I would like to get through, which is, I heard if you get a retirement visa, you can't go back to a working visa. Is that true? As far as I know, yes, I think it is related to that. You can actually leave the country on the retirement visa, and then when you come back, you can reapply for an ordinary visa or a business visa, tell what's happening, and then you would have to go through the whole process of getting the working visa or the business visa. Then you would have to get your work permit, etc., etc. That is all I have for you today on Monday, the 19th of August. Yes, I know I'm repeating myself, 2024. The thumbs up is excellent. The share, fantastic. The comments, and your subscription, please do. And many thanks to everyone who does donate money to the channel. Again, in about 10 days' time, I'm off on my travels, so I do need some beer money. God bless you all. Thank you very much for your time. Cheerio for now. Bye-bye.